As we get closer to the holiday, I'm reminded of the things that are important to me, my values, the things that resonate with me most of all. And it's definitely Christianity. It's definitely my faith. It's definitely Christmas. It's definitely the season of holiday cheer and love and happiness and hope. It's this feeling of being able to do all the things that the world wants to tell you can't do, and the society and the social media wants to tell you you're not good enough to accomplish. Like you need to be a fucking supermodel like Beyonce or Taylor Swift to be able to survive. I'm not certain that that's the answer. We are all capable of doing so many things if we believe in ourselves. And just because the world and others will tell us what we cannot do and try to ensue doubt into us doesn't mean we give them any time of the day. I think instead it means we ignore them. That's what I think. I think we have to do a better job of caring about others' opinions and creating our own destinies. When I'm at church on Sunday, when I'm at parish on Sunday, and I'm surrounded by so many people, many of who I've just met within the last couple of years, because I did RCIA not that long ago, right? A couple of years at this point. When I'm surrounded by these people that welcomed me into this family, and it's became the regiment of my life. My life is regimented in my faith in Jesus Christ, and I'm Catholic, and I believe in the Eucharist. It's not a better religion than anything else. In my mind, I think it is, because it's the faith that I believe in. I am a committed child of God. I don't think we should hide our love for our religion or our faith. I think we should let that be heard and seen, not just by talking, but in what we do, in who we are, our personalities, our auras. I'm excited about life. I've endured a lot of pain and a lot of bad shit throughout my life, but I don't let that dictate my tomorrow and my future. I let that be lessons for me so I remember and I learn from them. This world could be a dark place to live in, but I'm the light in it. And because I'm the light, I can see in that darkness. And I hope that you can see in that darkness with me. Christmas isn't about gifts and stuff and things and money. It's about Jesus Christ, the only King of all kings. And you might be listening to this thinking I'm atheist, I don't care. And you can be atheist. You can be Hindu. You can be whatever religion you want to be. But there is a King of kings, and his name is Jesus Christ. And Christmas is about him. Just like Easter is about him dying on the cross and rising again, Christmas is about his birth. And every year when we get back to Christmas, more so than others, I'm remembering why Christmas means so much to me. Because family and lights and laughter and love isn't something we should take for granted. We are all not going to be here forever. There are graves and moments when we remember that somebody we loved isn't there. When there's a missing person at the kitchen table or the dining room table. When you go to call or text somebody and there's nowhere to be but to. Let us remember that in this holiday season. Merry Christmas. Let us remember all these things that matter in these moments as we get closer to Christmas. And not just for Christmas, but all year long. As far as I'm concerned, I think we should have the holiday spirit every day of the year. Even if the year doesn't necessarily go the way you want it to. Let us remember that we are the light in the darkness. And remember that we are the difference in the change. Let us look in the mirror, reflect on where we've been and where we're going, and recognize that we were all born to be stars. Recognize your star power. Start off your day by saying, yes, you can. Start it off by saying all the things you can do and all the things you actually want to accomplish and achieve. Learning an instrument, getting involved in a new sport. I recommend hockey. All the things that you want to do, do them. We can learn how to knit, sew, crochet, bake, anything. We can decide we want to discover new genres or build stuff. Yes, you can. It's something that we can do and something that we should look forward to accomplishing. So let's just start off the day by recognizing that we can play the flute, the clarinet, the cello, the violin, the guitar, and the piano. We can knit, sew, crochet, and love and do things we thought we couldn't do, like go on great vacations or staycations or adopt a pet or really do anything. Do anything you put your mind to and believe in yourself. The next part of the conversation is never giving up. We thank John Cena for the mantra. It's recognizing you have to fight and persevere through difficulty to get to the other side of it. Bad things happen to good people all the time. That's just how life goes. It's the story of reality. There are so many people that have so many things going on, and it's our responsibility to just get through the difficulty if we can. There are doctors and nurses and EMTs and firefighters and police officers and Army Reserve and the National Guard and Marines and Air Force and who knows what that are fighting to protect others all around the world. And we have to do the same thing wherever we are. That is the idea of never giving up. Just because something doesn't necessarily go the way you want it to doesn't mean that's the end of it. Maybe that means you need to try what you're doing differently to get to it. We are the light in the darkness, and being the light in the darkness means we have to get through difficulty together. And that's okay that we do. It's okay that things aren't always easy. They're not supposed to be. That's the idea of never giving up. It's recognizing the power you can't see in that moment. Moving on from the never giving up is the why not today. Procrastination and indecisiveness don't lead us anywhere. Only makes our lives worse. Only makes things more difficult. If we're going to get through difficulty, we got to make moves. We got to organize. We've got to plan effectively. And we got to recognize we can't buy time, stop it, or control it. We have to live with it. If we don't get things done, if we don't plan ahead, if we don't make doctor's appointments, if we don't follow up on phone calls, if we don't plan things that would work and take our PTO and use our sick time and get things done and plan things out for our children and show up when it's important, if we don't make this the epicenter of our lives and the foundation of our existences, and we won't do shit. If you don't plan ahead, if you don't get things done, if you don't do errands, if you don't kill two birds with one stone, if you don't think like that, you're going to be sitting and wondering. That's not living. That's not existing in a place you need to exist in. Why not today is doing the shit you can do today because you know tomorrow's not promised and you know you can't. You don't know if it's coming. We don't know when our last days are. The moment we are born, we are dying. That's why not today is so important. But moving on from the mantra, let us get to one of our favorite parts of our conversation. Red or blue, they're coming for you, the Matrix. And since on the Matrix we get to have fun conversations, talking about, matrixy things, at what point do you think they're going to build, like, spaceships for us to just be on? Is this going to be like the Jetsons or like any kind of a space movie? At what point are we going to need spaceships? And why haven't they already built them? I mean, it is 2025. If you look at all the old movies from the 80s, the movies were with people on spaceships. They had more spaceships in like the movies, like where they were creating it, than they do in reality. Now, Teslas are fast, and there's some really fast, like, electric vehicles, but why don't we have like spaceships? And I ask questions about teleportation.
Time for me even when nobody else did. Time to listen. And time to share.
But I don't really think anybody's really focusing on that. The only people I hear talking about spaceships are like Elon Musk and the other guy from Amazon.
I hope you did, but you never had the courage to do it yourself. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I'm really Jeff Bezos. I keep forgetting his fucking names. Like, they talk about like spaceships and shit, but they don't talk about it in a way where like maybe we could figure out how to buy it. They talk about it like,
How can I thank you? You saved this old fool from a terrible ordeal.
Chester, you're neither old nor a fool, and it took no.
I'm not really sure where we go from here with like teleportation or curing things. And hopefully at some point AI can figure that shit out. But are we in the slow part of that?
Born with a suburb. Hasn't he? Who cares?
I don't know.
Love life is a real myth.
I think that at some point we're going to need to figure out technology in a way that like we're actually thinking about the future like that, because part of me thinks that maybe we are doing things, but why aren't we at the point where we could like literally buy spaceships? And how much would a spaceship cost in comparison to a car? I'm asking this seriously. I'm not trying to be facetious or funny. Like, why aren't we able to go into space yet? What is our limitation? Clearly it's gravity and a bunch of other things. Like, we can't live on these planets because they don't coincide with the fact that we need oxygen to exist in. But why aren't we spending our money in developing that type of shit? Like, when I think about the United States of America, I think about their foreign, like the foreign things that they do with other countries around the world, and I'm starting to question it. I don't really want to talk about politics here, but why aren't we investing money so we can be the first people on different planets? And even thinking about the world, why aren't we figuring out how we can live on a different planet in case this one goes bad? Why is it that more important than green energy and shit that might not be real? Or stuff that doesn't actually matter. Like when people try to pretend like they understand the weather better than weather people. Or they try to pretend like storms and shit just randomly are attached to some narrative that they're not attached to. I feel like we could be doing far more than just electric vehicles or like electric everything and those weird things on the top of our houses. Maybe we should be really seriously be trying to come up with different ways or easier ways for us to figure out how we're going to take on space next. That should probably be some sort of forefront for the world. And we should all be working together to get to whatever's next outside of Earth. But I'm not sure if that's happening. What do you guys think? Like, if we're talking about like serious, like next level type shit, why aren't we able to buy spaceships yet? Why can't I teleport back into the past and fix some shit that didn't work? Why can't we just get rid of cancer? Why aren't we using technology to our advantage? What are we waiting for? In 10 or 15 or 20 years, AI is going to be at a rapid, hyper speed. And there will be things like universal basic income. Some people will still be at work. There's some jobs that cannot be replaced by a fucking robot in technology. But most will. Like, there's not going to be anybody in a store. We know that. There's not going to be anybody in fast food. Kind of obvious. These things aren't going to have human beings out there. There's not going to be anybody making anything in a warehouse. It's going to all be robotic. You can pretty much see that. Clearly, you want somebody to control it. So I'm still going to think there's going to be people on like Tesla. But when it comes to insurance, you're probably going to need humans for that shit. I'm not sure how we're going to keep people in jobs that don't need to be there. And I think in some ways education is going to move more remote than in person. And everything is going to be on that curve at some point one day with technology. So at what point one day with technology are we going to be really seriously talking about spaceships in space? There's my question. Is there an answer? We don't know. But moving on from that, let's get to the main part of the conversation on this Wednesday. Thanks for tuning into Red or Blue, Red or Blue. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. The Matrix.
Life changes. What you love doesn't have to. Talk to your doctor about Nubeca.
Bad cologne means he smells bad. My husband only wears Creed. I think I've only smelled him in that. I think he's been wearing that basically forever. Probably since before I met him, probably. I've only ever worn like Chanel. That's my go-to. I've worn Escada before, but Chanel is primarily my scent. There's some other ones that probably smell good, but Chanel's my favorite. Outside of the E one I just said. I mean, I do think that when it comes to cologne with guys, though, when they wear these scents that like are not good, they smell bad. Like there's all this cheap shit like Ralph Lauren or these clothing brands that come out with these sprays and they just smell horrid. Like honestly, it's not appealing, it doesn't smell good, and it's not intriguing, and it's just a turn off. And I'm not sure how other girls feel about it, but when a dude has bad cologne on, we don't have anything to talk about. Like, don't talk to me, bro. You smell bad like a dumpster, and I'm good, dude. Like, I don't know. There's just something about bad smelling colognes that's a turn off. Or when it smells too, like, potent, like it's overboard, that's another turn off, too. I'm just going to be happy that my husband wears Creed, and I'm going to continue to pay for it and buy it when I can for him. And I'm going to continue to watch him buy it. He basically wears all the different brands of the Creed, and I guess I'm just going to continue to be a Chanel girl. And I'm not sad about it. Or Dior. I do Chanel or Dior. Those are my two. Chanel, Dior, or the E1. But moving on from that. Cheap knockoffs look cheap. Finding your voice means singing and seeing if you like it. Stop stressing out. When you stress out, whose life does that make better? No one's. Create your own fairy tale, because if you don't create your own fairy tale, who will? Why are we waiting for people to make us happy? Isn't that idiotic? It kind of is, isn't it? To be or not to be? I think life is to be. We are to be happy. Why not? Moving on from that to watching things. Do we need Hallmark Plus? Probably. So we can watch all the new secret movies that they came out with. Also, so you can binge watch all the Christmas movies, because not all of them are on the Hallmark channel, even though I've been watching it. I kind of put that on while I'm working. I have the luxury of working at home, so it's either that or like Storage Wars in the background while I'm working. But I've been watching Hallmark Christmas movies in the background, and so far so good. But I do think we need that to have like more options with Hallmark. Hitmakers, How to Get Rich, Karate Kid's Legends. Did you guys see the latest Karate Kid? I can't remember if I saw it or not. The Carman family deaths. Ooh. Next Gen deaths and Pluribus. The latest episode of Pluribus was very good. Moving on from that to eating things. We shouldn't be eating turkey for Christmas if you had that for Thanksgiving. Now, I didn't have it for Thanksgiving and I didn't miss it. Afternoon snacks should be fruit or cottage cheese or something healthy. Tomato beef noodle soup looks really good. So basically you are creating a broth and then you're putting ramen into it and beef. You want to cook the beef off first and then you want to add the rest of it into it. I think you'll be very happy with it. Doesn't take a lot to make. You can type that into Pinterest or Pepper and you can find a recipe for it. Looks very good. I want more ramen, so I'm going to be eating more things that have ramen attached to it because that's a great thing for like colder weather, and it's also very easy to make it. I also think keto is definitely a good option if you want to limit the amount of carbs you're having. And finally, Thai curry coconut meatballs, because doesn't that sound delicious? I kind of want to try that right now. My friends, thank you for tuning in to this hump day edition of Born to Be a Star. Please know that you're a star wherever you are. Together, we're going to change the galaxies beyond the galaxies because we are at the beginning, the middle, and the end, omnipresent, just like Jesus Christ, been here before and seen everything before. The one thing that defeats the darkness and the light is the light, and we are the light. I see that light in you, and I hope you see the light in me too. Together, we're going to change everything for the better. Hello, goodbye, good morning, good night, and ciao. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please don't forget that you're a star wherever you are.